The article I used for this class was Changing Views of Marriage, and what I usually do is to combine the discussion questions of the article together with various theme-related activities. The activity that I'm demonstrating in this class is called The Happy Couple, and it can be found on pages 18 and 19 of this book, Games for Vocabulary Practice, which is in the library. However, I've adapted it to make it a bit more of a multimodal exercise in which students create a story, write it down, and then read and orally record it on a phone before exchanging phones with another pair. What pairs then do is to listen to and interview each other about their respective stories. When each pair answers questions, they do so in the character roles created in their story.
Oh, are you dying to share an idea though, Jessica? No. Okay, so you already know that we're on the theme of marriage, right? So I'm just going to put some vocabulary up on the board that's related to relationships and marriage, and I just want you to let me know if you understand what they mean or not, okay? So we'll get this. It's like in Chinese if you say "ta shi wo de cai," yeah? Yes, that means that you fancy that person. It means the same kind of thing, okay? Do you know what it means to get engaged? Yeah? Okay, yeah, you, it's kind of, you're kind of announcing an intention to get married, right? Okay. You know what it is to move in together, right? Yeah. Do you know what it is to propose? Yes, that's right. Yeah. Are you dying to hear those words, Sharon? No? What I want you to do, I just want you to get a piece of paper, right? And I want you to put these vocabulary in the typical order they might happen during a relationship. So, okay. What do you think happens first? Okay. So maybe two people fancy each other, right? What happens next? They go on a date. Okay, go on. Okay. What's the next thing that happens? It's a whirlwind romance. And we got, grow tired of each other and separate. Okay. Is this what you might think would be a normal order of things to happen in Taiwan? Yeah. Oh, it's interesting because actually in the West, a lot of the time people would move in together before they get engaged. Yeah, it's quite typical in the West for couples to cohabit, yeah, before getting engaged and married. But yeah, maybe here it's different, so it's interesting. Okay. What we're going to do now is, I want you to be together in pairs. What you're going to do is you're going to make a story, okay? It's better if you have one boy and one girl together in pairs, but you don't have to be, okay? Because like I say, you're going to make a story about a couple's relationship, okay? Now on these pictures, they're quite traditional, so there's a boy or a man and a girl or woman, okay? But the story doesn't have to be between a man and a woman. It can be between two women or two men if you want, okay? To make it consistent with the themes of this course, okay? Maybe we'll have some more progressive ideas, okay? But in a while, Emily's going to come round and she's going to give you a pile of 12 pictures. And there are also some questions and prompts to help you think about some story details. What I want you to do is I want you to arrange the pictures into an order to make a story. So if you've got 12 pictures, maybe you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? I also want you to give the characters names, decide how old they are, and what kind of work they do and what their hobbies are. Okay, so you're kind of giving the characters a bit of a background. Okay? Then, when you've put your pictures into an order to make a story, I want you to get a piece of paper, and for each picture, I want you to write 1 or 2 lines. So maybe the first one might be Bob met Sue at a party when whatever. Then for the second picture, you write down a couple of lines that explain the second picture, and so on. And then soon you'll have a short story written on paper. Okay? Be creative. Yeah? Come up with some interesting stories. Okay? Next, when you've written your short story, I want you to read and record it on your phones. Yeah? Or what? I'm sure, well, you've all got phones, right? But on one of your phones, I want you to actually, read your story and record the story on your phone. Then what I'll do is I'm going to get 2 pairs to come together, okay? And you're going to exchange phones and you're going to listen to each other's stories, right? Then what I want you to do is I want you to take it in turns to interview each other as pairs, right? So you listen to the story, you think of some questions, and then you ask the other pair questions, okay? If you're the pair answering the questions, you're going to take on the roles of the characters in your story. So you will be Bob and Sue, okay? And you will answer the questions as Bob and Sue, or it could be Peter and Paul, or Susan and Holly, or whatever. Yeah, like I say, we can have same-sex relationship stories if you like. Okay, it's up to you. Okay. Then afterwards, just at random, I'm going to ask some pairs what they thought the best and worst things were about the couples and the marriages were like in the stories that they interviewed another pair about. Okay? Right, so first of all, we need to get people into pairs. Okay? Mixed sex pairs would be more interesting probably, but we can have same-sex pairs. Okay? So no one else is keen to get into mixed sex pairs, even though we're at university. Okay. Right. Emily's going to come round and give you some pictures to make your story and some questions and prompts just to help you create your story. Okay? So, as I said before, first of all, organise your pictures into an order. Yeah? Then on paper, write down a couple of lines to explain each picture. Okay? Who are your characters? Okay. So, who are your characters? Johnny and Sam. Okay, Johnny and Sam. Okay. So he has an interfering mother. Okay. Okay, so yes, so yeah, you need to write it down and then yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay, it seems like most people have done their recordings now, right? Okay, so what do we do next is I want you to exchange phones with another pair and listen to each other's stories, okay? Then, when you've listened to each other's stories, I want you to take it in turns to interview the other pair about the story that you've heard, okay? So I want you to ask the pair some questions about the relationship and what have you, based on the stories you've heard. And for the pair being interviewed, you will take on the roles of the characters in your story, right? So for example, if one pair is listening to the story about Bob and Sue, they will ask some questions about Bob and Sue's story. And the pair that created the story about Bob and Sue, they will answer questions as Bob and Sue. Okay? So one person will be Bob and the other person will be Sue. And they will answer the questions in character. Okay? Okay? So yes, you need to get, we need to have two pairs get together and exchange and listen to each other's stories first. Okay? Okay. I just want you to stop there for a moment, okay? Just to finish off, I'm going to ask some of you about what the best and worst things were about the couples that you interviewed and their relationships. Okay, so I don't know. So Akio, who were the couple that you interviewed? Richard and Susan. So what were the best and worst things about these couples? Okay. Why did they get divorced?
Because Richard is bisexual.
Oh, okay, right. Okay. Bessie. Who were the couple that you interviewed? Ken and... Oh, Kevin and Kate. Okay. I don't know. Tell us a bit about the story of Kevin and Kate. A playboy. Okay, right. Okay. Okay. So, what was the best thing about Kevin and Kate's relationship? Oh, I don't know. Sorry, one more time? Okay. What was the worst thing about their relationship? Sorry? Oh, she lied to Kevin. About what? Oh, okay. And she didn't tell him? Oh, okay. Wow. Did he find out? And then what happened? Okay, I see. Yes, okay. Okay. see. Richard. Who were the couple that you interviewed? Sorry, Tom and Zenda.
Senza.
Oh, Sansa. Tom and Sansa. Okay. Is that Sansa as in Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Sansa. Okay. So, tell us a bit about Tom and Sansa. Okay.
Senza think this was a fault.
Oh, okay.
And purely an accident.
Okay. Okay. What do you think the best and worst things were about their relationship?
The accident.
Oh, okay. What was the best thing then?
Maybe
Huh?
the accident.
All right.
As well.
So it's the best and the worst thing? Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to stop there with that and finish, okay? What I want to do now is I want to return to the article that we read for the class. I just want you to discuss the two comprehension questions, okay?